Sergio Filero ji, Isai Jamir ji, Tokeho Yeptomi ji, Apok Jamir ji, Imkom ji, KV Pusa ji, workers of the Congress Party, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all of you to this meeting.
MPCC President Im Tisnget, Mr. Filero, General Secretary in charge of Nagaland, Mr. Tokeho, CLP leader, Nagaland, Mr. KV Pusa, Congress candidate, Mr. Imkom, Mr. Apok, senior Congress leaders, Congress Pichime, Tamigomu, Congress workers, Hanugo Gilego.
Vibazomo.
Never Vibazon here. How are you?
I'm always happy to come to the Northeast.
Northeast, Anipia.
First of all, I get to see the natural beauty and I get to meet the beautiful people, the lovely people of states like Nagaland.
Odinego, Kitze, Tepecho, Kituka, Mehoza, Mu, Temese, Vikoha, Mehoza, Zekeseza, Nipi.
But I also get to see your wonderful culture and your history.
Bahuri, Nego, Zorli Katri Keza, Nefeni, Nefe, Nejonerli Kevi, Netrushwahwa, Muanisa.
Today you made me wear your traditional costume.
No ten to Infinity, Celevi.
And for me, this costume represents the glorious past and history of the Naga people.
Super. Abu Zemenikelaha, Negohatze Tony Trishrokevihakoha, Petru said to this, Tesebor, Agikakesla, Anivia Seleho.
And for me, wearing this costume here on this stage today is a great honor.
Abu Frugelaha, Peruba, Agish Pikesla, the Peshiwi.
And it is an honor because I respect and believe in your history and your culture.
Gatilamona, Neko to Neko, Soliti Cho, Netter Putza, Soliti Chosen to Yakesha, Arisus, Huyawe.
And I believe that India's strength is these different cultures that lie within our country.
Who's only get prepared? There is support. Get Tidamodi, get Zemodi, India, Idi Kochitele. Get Kue, who's only get Tidi, select a regular giveaway.
And I believe we can never build a great country without respecting and appreciating the culture and history of all our people.
Country Ubu, who nation Bunu Metiwala get where? Who know fair get Tizori who? Who know certainly get Tizori who? So giveaway.
Our opposition at the national level wants to impose on your culture.
Upezugeta, O Partiketu, Umumetrigeta, Ushitseketa, so Kiuchironebu, Nejoli Tizaha, Semodatuga, so Retaho.
That is the biggest difference between us and them.
So Congress move. Congress ke mogo secretaries were sudaho.
Not only do you have a great culture, but you teach a lot to the rest of the country.
No ten to usually ke vihago be. Ntu ya chivada ver bi chivada mudi. No se country who nations kesla ne peshewe.
I would like to give one example.
Hakebone okipudo.
Rajiv ji learned from the village development councils in Nagaland as he thought about the devolution of power through Panchayati Raj.
Apu, let Rajiv Gandhi, let Nagaland development, how we were Nanulu, EDB, Idige Papoha, never Kinunu Senate is a more nation who continue set a whole.
the idea of democracy came to India in 1947. And part of the reason it came to India in 1947 was because it was practiced among the traditional tribes of India. The Western countries say that they invented democracy, but we all know that democracy has been operating in the Naga tribes for thousands of years.
Western Sategoliro, Meo democracy by Ashi, there in Nagame, Tichetene, democracy, Ugo state mu, our country, our independence, Mukelem Hotze, let Donunu, democracy, our said to the law.
Teleroji spoke about the settlement, the peace settlement. Teleroji spoke about the peace settlement, the Naga political settlement.
Ugo Secretary, General Secretary in charge Nagaland, Mr. Felero, political settlement,
I just want to make one point about the settlement. See, I have been taught as a politician to only promise things that I know I can deliver.
As politique no ha sigele, kadi ko chile bisi chitule tushi surbi umoro shuza asusile.
I have been taught not to promise things that I cannot deliver.
Ape thage sigoro chile ke hote puhije idia pe thaza asus sile ni chitawe.
Now, the fact of the matter is that your chief minister made a promise to deliver the settlement.
Nego chief minister ni purio political settlement how te chatepi ha somehow for do di nagami pus kipuse.
And he said that 3 months after I come to power, the settlement will happen.
Election tiki neken di seti cheki election tiunu nego apeshebe ke dipanu sidiabu nagami government said we liro petro said no a petro seboda we ipuse.
And he made a promise that he could not deliver.
Mopo Rosedo di ha susudu di pusare.
The UPA government has taken the bold decision to invite the leaders of NSCN for talks.
UPA government, Congress-led government, nikatimi nike morichuzodi, NSCN IM kotrata sevor telhinunu, tehudi hechata picha ketula kerachzabode.
Now, I am not like your chief minister. I am not going to make promises in the air.
Nego Nagaland chief minister ni purio medi Miss Helho. Nego Helho. Mochile ke bidder bi put ho.
Your chief minister has promised something that he is incapable of delivering.
Nego chief minister ni purio sule ho tozubo sule dodi nego se salada.
What I will promise you from this stage is that whatever energy I have to help with the resolution of this problem, I will put to help the state of Nagaland. But I will not tell you from this stage that the problem will be solved in 3 months like your chief minister did. In politics, heart is much more important than words.
Politics doa mathwa ke pugisa.
Words are easy.
Puge doa remato.
Heart is difficult.
Deri matho chitulege to suwa remato.
And all I will tell you is that my heart is in trying to get you peace and harmony in this state.
Annunu lege bamu nego tege bamu lero nego peace bamu shubi keze kevine to no bamu shubi.
Now, let us talk about development. Let us talk about development.
Se ugo development se kerchika.
Nagaland is one of the states, one of the few states in India that is actually going backwards.
Nagaland ha India में कितनों स्टेट में फाटू को दोनों पे शिप दूधा से बोले.
Now, normally a car has forward gears, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear.
गरीब घर के चीज़ देवनु बाया ने बोले शिवा.
The Nagaland government has put Nagaland in reverse gear.
गरीब Nagaland तुम्हारे पे gear पे शिप gear नु दूसरे से पे gear नु खसना मिला.
This is not good for the people of Nagaland.
पे शिप gear नु दूसरे से Nagaland में हमें बोला भी मिले.
Because after a long time in reverse gear, the engine gets into trouble.
पे शिप gear पे शिप दूसरा थोड़ा सा इंजन से पे शुआया.
So instead of making promises, the chief minister should at least put Nagaland into first gear.
Chief Minister Rio Puketum had only rope the shaker no more several gear no one to custody. Now we said it up with Messero.
Growth has gone down from 8.3% to 3.5%.
How much he can point 8 had hardy point 10 no
8.3 to 3.5.
3.5 it's no get there.
Backward. In the last 17 months, the central government has paid 300 crore for the construction of 4 roads in Nagaland.
DJ body the tubo messe tonoha rakak for
300 crore.
3 rakak for kesse chabola no sanction se Nagaland side.
And not a single kilometer of road has been completed.
rakak for kesse bo chala no kasuro chabore chikme sale moje.
And now the Dan government wants to revise the estimate by more than 2.5 times.
So how rakatadamo estimate ke ye samoro sudele smho sa kenye skita paza sa kenye ke samoro shujide.
So not only is he driving the car in reverse,
Suliro Ugo gariwa pe shekir no sulemanta di pule di memo.
but he is not even building the roads on which the car can go in reverse.
Very touch the pumana gari gear pe tsugir no modi pe shekir no kasa kare hileke tu chari bom de.
Now we know the capability of the Naga youth.
Naga me fesar rego masile ke to ha. Neki ye mochile bisi. Siba unego machu chile biba.
We know how dynamic they are because we see them working in different parts of the country and being extremely successful.
Naga me no nyobodi o country lu ke haki hechike no fesar rego machu ke tu mumu ko o machu pire ke bi uki pass hai.
But youngsters need education.
Very need 회사름의 education 다시 세세모로 주바.
But thousands of SSA and RMSA teachers have not been paid for 5 to 6 months.
그러는 것이 다시
3,000.
다시 품으로 주어 다시 부단으로 깨끗 타삼으로 주어 내린내스들 보면은 깨끗함이 가서 치를 받아야지.
So, not only is he driving in reverse,
소리로 오고 백기누 따라보면
not only is he not building the road for the car to drive on,
가리 차를 비 못이누 다시 차를 타려보면
but the people who are going to drive this car, he is not even training them.
가리 치래 내린 배딱에 둘러 가면 삼으로 주어 트레이닝 배가면 주스 모르게 되면 가리 따르도가.
Some students came to me some time back from Nagaland.
나갈랜드 그 프리미엄 트로퍼 뭐라고 뛰 후보에 뺏기 아삭했어.
They said 70,000 youngsters are unemployed in Nagaland.
오가 기쁘죠. 나갈랜드에 스플레디 까물에 겐지 받아서 미해텐 야 민예해텐예 그새 받으래. 야 기쁘.
And they raised a demand with me about higher education, which Valeroji also pointed out.
무게 띄우 오고 맹무게 띄우리로 다른 자들을 시키게 샤워 굴림으로 쉬어디 뿌.
And I'm proud to say that the central government is setting up Nagaland's first medical college in Kohima.
뭐 수스메 띠디 우고게 차 나누 아니디 나갈랜드 한 메디컬 콜레지 다루 자테 플래시키 보케라노 폴리사 뎀자 우고.
No state can move forward without empowering its women, without making its women strong.
스테이트와 또 벤시볼에게 또 해누미고하 세계의 이살에 우고세 세레모니로 또 배치레겐자.
We know that traditional Naga society has respect and a place for the women of Nagaland.
아시바 에네 나가면 졸리누 예트 졸리누 소리네 해누미하 오픈요 오수누 하루티야.
But we have to ensure that the women of Nagaland get place in education and get place in the governance of the country.
에리 아시바 시리로 고르멘게 세과 해누미 타리프스 이주테 사메 레메 타리프스 이모니로 기다.
That is why the UPA government has reserved 50% of seats for local government and is planning to reserve 33% of all Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha seats for women. We have a bill in parliament to do so.
슬라 콩그레스에 해누미 세세게 둘라노 파르멘트 위단사바하고 스테이트 어셈블리 콘누 누리
50. No, 50 for local government.
local bodies kono village council has kono henume 50% katu hepumeri 50% edisa domo parliament mo assembly kono 33%.
Yeah.
our reserve percent henugo to congress me titaho.
And we also want to build dedicated police stations which are run by women for women.
소리 비면은 해놈에 뭐 우투어 우set 둘레게 둘라노 police station 하 해놈이 very big police 되고 부세게 둘 소리 그다호.
And we want to reserve large numbers of posts for women in the police forces.
지디누 해놈에 그 트라고누고 police 노 학교 주게 둘라 에고 해치 갑갑에 우고 지도죠.
I'd like to say a few words about the northeastern states.
소리 비모디 노르 이사데 제후 배 네고세게 살아도.
The single biggest problem in the northeast is connectivity.
노르이사데 인디아민의 투사데 하복게 트라토리로 싹 수드라노 헤멜후레디바.
What should take 1 hour by car takes many, many hours because of the quality of your roads and the lack of connectivity in the region in general.
대치 보누바디 대치 보누바도 바도 보르비 레지 메세도리 아우도 세데리 레레야 자라노 내고 게트라 아시바.
So the next government is going to focus on dramatically increasing the road, rail and aircraft infrastructure in the north.
내 투자대하 내 government 그누 셀라겔렌 해 예고에 차 레일무 그프하고 하고 포히포 누누 딸에게 돌아 예고 예수 두셔.
We are building 4 industrial corridors in the country.
에 인디아미게 주누 인더스트리하 대체 인더스트리가 샤 대체 대본누 셰도셔.
I am a big supporter of the Look East policy of the Prime Minister.
내 노리 있었다. 어디? 내 투자대 개바 내 신가지고 하자 개리 맞추겠도. 하우누하 레지디 하우하 옆에 타오.
So it is not only important to connect Nagaland and other northeastern states with roads, railways and aircraft to India.
슬라 차하고하 이 대기실이 이츠 차고실이 스페미 세스디 country 우세 그메투 살아겠죠. 대고 말을 시딜레바.
But it is also important to connect the northeast to Asia and the rest of the world.
인디아무 노리스한테 맨레무 인디아 아우 노리스 코르비 개케페비고 개토르비 모디 내고 보고니 내 투자대 country 개티고세 개케페 메고 개도 받아오.
We have committed in the next government to create 100 million jobs for the youngsters of this country.
100million 태트레 회사를 매세디 감가스 치게도 이거 우사대 파사대.
This is only going to be possible if we connect the northeast and other parts of India to each other.
소치르게 비우리로 오동무하 제끼리 차고비 구디누 게메 두배 비꾸레리로 소고서 치레도.
I want to conclude my speech by talking a little bit about the northeast and the tremendous work that you do in other parts of the country.
아데텔라 스가다 못자 노리스하 하우쿠베 바사즈디 시젠노 텔라치도.
Boys and girls from the northeast work in different parts of India and make us all proud.
내 투자되게 봐 인디아 내 투자되게 봐 내고 스테테 타누 개고 테사르미고 어디로 가기 인디아 같이가 뒤집어놓노 사우제누 우바타쯤 하도치디 우 country 모수 스타웨이.
Some time back, I was in Delhi and I asked one of the people in a hotel where I saw everybody was from the northeast. I asked them, why is it that you have so many people from the northeast doing different things in your hotel?
델리노 포티 후보 갖다 뛰기 뭐 호텔 보노노 고루 회사르메게 트라보스누 감치스누 무스고스게 트라다데 노리사테노 고르디 실레.
He gave me a very simple answer, one-line answer.
뭐 끼디니고 하텐데 뭐가 한누 바다가디 아케 소루 와 아데켈라자 하이디푸.
He said, because they are the best.
호텔 내부에 부수리로 노리스테메고 하테사르고 하 니기 우토기굴레 이다기푸.
He said they treat everybody with tremendous respect.
노리사테게 보테메고 하 밀후피에레 이디푸.
And they are very intelligent.
무고메 찌리피레 이디푸.
Some months ago, some months ago, young boy called Nido from Arunachal was killed in Delhi. Nido was killed by people who did not understand and respect the culture of the Northeast.
Suba ni tuha Arunachal me tesao tu tiaga liro. O tu tiaga ta teme go liro. Northeast tate ne tu tate India me teme go ha. Ne go hu ne go desi te bimodi ne go pesada.
And there is a small minority of these people
Upa India ke zhao do no ne bo liro upa teme ke tsu do bo zo.
that do not respect the culture of, do not respect different cultures.
Midu tiaga ta teme ha go liro. Ni so mi really ke ti ni so really go ha hule simo.
The ideology of the Congress is about love, peace and brotherhood.
Congress surely liro kese ke vi wo utonu se drechdi ke ba ha se uko te bochia.
And I believe that when youngsters from Nagaland, especially girls from Nagaland, go to other parts of the country,
Neko bahuri Nagaland nu kesa remeko bahuri remeko chazu rehu de batra chududi bozuki.
they should feel comfortable and they should feel as if they have come to their second home.
Neko kerida modi neko tuo ke ura po gozori ha akizo akitizo arnazo idi leleje.
People from Nagaland should feel as comfortable as they feel in Nagaland in any other state of the country.
Steke u bonu lezori nagami go ha astetwe arnawe idi leleje.
And people from other states should feel as comfortable as they do in other states as they do in Nagaland.
Sutuidi kechike tirano wa nu pasori ukori arnazo idi leleje.
When Nito was killed, I went in Delhi and stood with the students. When Nito was killed, I went and stood with the students.
Nino Arunachal tesao tu ke watiki sunuzobo.
And I told them that I stand with them and we will make sure that we build an India where they are comfortable in any part of the country.
Sidi hoko o mesheke takoze ke hudinu neko nu tatze he augo pozo hoko kese pochido ai di ko kipuza.
And I think I'm going to make you another commitment.
Sese am hako neko ki hasiken nu boliro.
And it is a commitment that other members of my family have made before me.
What hasiken tu suliro. Ye kinu mie hatse utrunuko neko se ke te tum hatse gozuko neko ki petse pu zade.
I am going to be the special representative of the people of Northeast in Delhi.
Pelino thadi ye Northeast me un Nagaland suchdi ako delino thado ho.
And anytime you need to speak to me about anything, my doors are open. Please feel free to come. I want to help. I want to help you. I want to help you build a peaceful Nagaland and a prosperous Nagaland and Northeast.
Kodi ukesmedi nego sununu ko delino thadumu. Ke utiki bori akiza chibe nego merewazo duru. Ke omoro sudaduri rodi ke tuleje ke machidwe.
And I'd like to conclude with what I began. It is an honor for me to come to Nagaland. It is an honor for me to speak to you. And it is an honor for me to wear these clothes of yours.
Nego herugatsdi nego henibe isidi abo pidi nego motsunu nego zeker chikele ha heru keshat sebugatswe wa nego peshiwe.
Let us convince your Chief Minister to at least put it from reverse into first.